What is the best treatment for hairline regrowth? Clascoterone, aka Breezula, is being talked about as the next big thing for hairlines. It's topical, no systemic side effects, and shines where finasteride struggles. But does it actually work on the hairline? Or are expectations getting ahead of science? Let's do a deep dive.
Clascoterone, also known as Breezula, is a topical androgen receptor blocker. Instead of lowering DHT throughout the body, it works locally by preventing DHT from binding to the hair follicle. That local mechanism is exactly why it's appealing to patients who either can't tolerate finasteride or want to avoid systemic hormone suppression. Now here's where things get complicated and where most online discussions fall apart. The hairline is the most DHT sensitive region of the scalp. Once follicles are gone, topical treatments do not resurrect them. So the real question isn't, does clascoterone work? It's, what does work actually mean when we're talking about the hairline? Now, truth versus hype. If your hairline still has miniaturized hair, thin, wispy, weaker hairs, clascoterone may help slow further hair loss and modestly thicken those existing hairs, but that's called stabilization. That's not regrowth. If the corners are already slick bald, clascoterone is not rebuilding that hairline. No topical on the market does. This is where people get confused online. Stabilization gets mistaken for regrowth. Finasteride versus clascoterone. Now, Cosmo has officially released the Phase III results for Breezula, and this is where a lot of people get confused. So let me break it down in simple terms. You may see headlines saying things like 500% improvement in hair count and think, wow, that sounds better than finasteride. But here's the key thing most people don't realize. Those numbers are relative improvements compared to placebo, not the actual number of hairs gained. In other words, Cosmo didn't say patients gained X number of hairs. They said patients did better than placebo by this percentage. Simple analogy. Think of it like this. If the placebo group lost hair and the treatment group just stayed the same or gained a little, the percentage difference can look huge even if the real world change is modest. With finasteride, we actually have absolute numbers. In large clinical trials, men taking finasteride had about 100 more hairs in a small measured area of the scalp compared to the placebo after 1 year. That's easy to understand. That's a real number. With clascoterone, Cosmo hasn't yet published those same absolute hair count numbers, how many hairs were gained or maintained in a defined area. So right now, anyone claiming clascoterone works as well as finasteride is jumping ahead of the data. That doesn't mean clascoterone doesn't work. It means we need the full data before making direct comparisons. At Hair Transplant Network, we don't judge treatments by marketing language. We judge them by measurable results. And once those absolute numbers are released, we'll break them down exactly the same way. No hype, no bias.
Now for the crux of the video. What is the best treatment for the hairline? Truthfully, the best treatment is surgery. 100%. That will pretty much guarantee, if you go to a good doctor, that you will get regrowth in the hairline. No other treatment, not finasteride, not dutasteride, can guarantee hair regrowth in the hairline. Unfortunately, nothing has come out. Clascoterone seems very promising, but the jury is still out. Until we know those actual numbers, then we have to just speculate. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.